The topic that I chose to speak over on week 4 was the death penalty and the reasons why I'm against it. The death penalty is a very controversial topic and has been so for the past probably 20 years. There are a number of reasons why the death penalty should not be included as capital punishment. One of the reasons is that it can prolong the sadness of the families that were related to the victims of murder crimes. During all this trial and jurors, the punishment will take a long time. The families will grieve this entire time and will not have time to themselves to think about different things. Another thing is the cost. The cost of a capital punishment execution would be a lot more than other resolutions. For instance, in Western Europe and South America, a total of 139 countries have abandoned this method and have adopted different methods. The best method and most accepted one is life in prison, which can be sentenced in the U.S. states to prisoners, which would be a way better alternative. Another thing is that it is a lot cheaper. Executions have, of course, a controversial topic because most people see them as brutal or unusual punishment. Sometimes with capital punishment, the execution does not go as planned, and the victim or the person that is getting executed feels pain or does not die completely and peacefully as they are supposed to, and has a prolonged painful death. Another thing is that on recent studies, it has been concluded that it would stop more people from committing crimes if the punishment was life in jail. Most people would rather die than be sentenced to life in prison without parole. Another thing is that it is seen as something that should not be done by most religions. Religions are strongly against this, and really any religion. Most religions believe that everyone deserves a second chance and everyone can be forgiven for sins. Another thing is that America, again, is one of the few places that does it, which isn't seen as our best solution for capital punishment. It has a large role in politics, not as much as it used to in the years before, but it's still important. The leader in death penalties by far is Texas, which has over 100, I think, more than any other state. And second of all, I believe that it is just morally wrong to kill someone. And with all these facts against it, and concluding that all this time to sentence them to death would prolong the suffering of the victims' family members, and also the fact that the victims' family members do not feel satisfied. Often when they are questioned, they say that they don't feel better. They wanted it to happen, but they don't feel better at the end of it. And that is why, with all these pieces of evidence, that I believe that the death penalty should not be included in the U.S. capital punishment. Thank you.